Okay, if ever this filter here needs cleaned, I'm going to show you how to do it. First of all, you need to turn the machine off, and that's in the front upper panel. Right up here, this button here, turn everything off. Okay? Then the next thing you need to do is turn the water supply off from back here. That needs to be turned off. Turn it clockwise all the way tight, and now that's off. Okay, and then from here, then the next thing you need to do, come down here. Okay, then the next thing you're going to need to do, this is cycling off. All right, it's opening over here when it cycles. I have it set to cycle every minute. Okay, what we're going to do is we're just going to crack this to the just a little bit open. You don't need to disconnect any of this yet, or none of this needs to be disconnected. We're going to unscrew the housing from the cap. So we're just going to unscrew it a little bit, and you can press this button here. You can see it's going to let the water out. If we let a little bit of air in, it's going to let that water out so you don't spill it. So I let a little air in, I can press it again. You can see that water going out of it. Does that make sense? Okay, now we're not going to make a big mess. Okay, so now I can take this off the rest of the way. And this is super important, that O-ring. That O-ring goes on that cap right around the lip there. And you can just set this over to the side like that. And this just pops off. You just pull it down. And that O-ring is the seal. Okay, to clean it, we're going to take it over to the water fountain. And we're going to run water. You can do it in the sink or wherever, but this is easy to see. We're going to run water through it like that. And we're just going to rub our fingers to get this, clean this stuff off. Okay. Just like that. If it ever clogs and it needs cleaned up. Okay, so you run the water in the middle like that, and it's going to push it back out. Just get all that stuff that collected on it out of there. Okay, then we're going to take this, put it right back on. It just pops up like that. Okay, now it's in. I'm going to take this. Most important part is this O-ring. If you lose that O-ring, then the machine's going to be down until we get a new O-ring. Don't lose that O-ring. It just goes up. Make sure it screw right back in. You didn't have to connect any tubing. Nice and snug, just hand tight. Okay. And then I'm going to go back to the very back. And I'm going to turn that water back on all the way. Super important. You can hear it turn back on. I just opened the water valve all the way up. Now we have water to the machine. And then I'm going to kick the power back on. Okay. And we can see this pressure gauge here. That's the incoming pressure. It means I know I got water coming from the store to the machine. And the inlet valve is open. RO pump kicks on. And that's this. This is our good water. We're making about over a gallon a minute. Drain water, carrying the contaminants down. Pressure's at about 100. Everything looks good.